you see I have some tabs going across the top. In the My Info tab, the first widget that I wanted to talk to you about is the announcements. So announcements widget has been available for quite some time, I think as long as the new UI has been rolled out. But what is new as of this December release is the ability to see the details of the announcement without having to click on anything. So now, you know, if you want to click and see more information, you can see how easy that was. It opens it right up in the window here. If you're an administrator on this webinar, I want to point out also, if you're not using announcements, I recommend it. And it's so easy to create them now, because they've added a gear icon right on the widget where you can click on that gear option and go ahead and click the Add New button up here and create your announcement. Now, you also have the ability to decide who you want to see that announcement. As you're seeing, there's different groups, different security profiles you're able to set up. So in my case, I've got my announcements set to all employees. Okay, so super easy to set those up and then add them right on the dashboard. One other area I wanted to just mention, and this is the case for all widgets, okay? I'm just going to show this to you on the announcement widget. So there's 3 dots right here. When I click on this, I now have the option to adjust the size. Now, I say now, this has actually been around for several releases, but they've actually made it a little bit easier to use. So now you can just do the plus sign. Notice how it changes the sizing of my widgets. Maybe I want to make my height a little bit bigger so I can see a little bit more. So that's how easy it is to now adjust the width and height of your widgets. Okay. All right, so the next widget that I want to talk to you about, I have I'm actually going to set it up under this tab called Links and Sites. So how did I get this tab here? I just want to review this with you real quick. It's kind of a refresher, but the way I get these tabs across the top here is I'm going to go to Edit Tabs. Okay, once I click on that, now you do need the security permissions to be able to edit these tabs. But as long as you've got the edit tabs, you click on the edit tabs, and then there's a little add button here. You can see I've got quite a few tabs, but some of them are not turned on. Okay, so if I want to see my favorite reports, all I'm going to do is click this, and now if I save this, it would be another tab here. Okay, and but you can see I've created one called Links and Sites. Okay, so let's look at this tab. I just saved that, so now you can see my favorite reports are here. Okay, so if I go to Links and Sites, you see that I have this links option here. Now this isn't really new. It was available with the old UI. A couple releases ago, the new UI, this was rolled out. These are those shortcuts that everybody loved, you know, so this again is not new, but it is now available just as a reminder to everybody that, you know, where you can actually set up your links that actually take you to specific parts of the system. You also have your hyperlinks. This is again not new, but so if I wanted to go right to SHRM, I could go ahead and have that link to SHRM's website set up, or whatever other websites. But between the last release and this release, this widget here called Websites was rolled out. You may not have realized that it was rolled out. So if you don't see this on your dashboard yet, you can go to the Add button on, you know, whichever tab you want to add it on. And I'm going to go to Widgets, and it's just simply called Websites. Okay, but it's really a cool tool. And we used to have this available with the old UI, and it was removed. But now that we have the new UI, it was added back to the new UI. Okay, and the way you set these up, again, you have this gear. We're going to click on the gear, and I can give this a title. I can give the website a title, and then all I do is put in the actual website. So I went ahead and just open up Beyond Pay's website. So I'm just going to copy this real quick, and then I'm going to Control V, paste it right in here, and I'm just going to call this Beyond Pay. And I'm going to save it. And you can do more than one. You can see there's an add button here. Maybe I want a 401 link to my 401k, or maybe I want a link to the payroll professionals website, you know, whatever you can, whatever website you can create here. So we'll just go ahead and do save. I may not have click save. There we go. Okay, so there's Beyond Pay's website embedded into the system. And as you can see, I can scroll down, it sizes appropriately. Of course, all of that will be dependent on the site, but you can see this is Beyond Pay's. I can click into each one of these sections and it opens up various other information. Okay, so it's actually embedded into the system. I actually really love this this widget. So if you're not using it and you want to, you can. Now add it. Then the next item that I wanted to talk about is on the payroll tab. Okay, so you can see I've got some charts. And you can see if I scroll down, I've got some additional charts. But these charts have actually, these charts are tied to reports, okay? So this particular chart, the name of this chart is payroll statuses this year. But when I pull the chart into my dashboard, it doesn't put that name right at the top. So what I want to do is maybe potentially rename this. So renaming charts right on the dashboard is new on the December release. So any report that you have on the dashboard, any chart you have on the dashboard, you can rename. So if I wanted to, I'll just copy this, Control C, and I'll just click rename. And it's very easy to do that. So I'll just save, and now that's changed. Okay, so really kind of helping you see that chart description right off. Okay, and if you open this report, it's actually a link right to my payrolls, and you can see that it also changed the chart name. Okay, you could change the name here, and it also you know, will show here, but if you want the chart on the dashboard to be named appropriately, then you could rename that. Okay. All right, so the next item I wanted to talk about is, you've probably already noticed this. So right at the top of my screen, you can see that I've got quite a bit of kind of blank space here. You can see I've got today's tasks showing up, that things I need to take care of. So there's a lot of blank space, and then there's some information that's helpful, right? But as I scroll, that information kind of goes away, but it condenses it. Notice it condenses it up in a menu item. So I just want to review this really quick. So those tabs that we were looking at earlier, here are those tabs. So if I'm way down here at the bottom, looking at an earnings and deduction report on my dashboard, but I want to get back to recruitment tab, all I have to do is click on that option. Okay. So it just kind of condenses everything under here. Now you still have the edit tabs option. You know, you can see it if I hover over this. This is still my edit tabs, so I can edit my tabs as much as I need to. Okay, couple other things. So here's my to-do items, or my today's task. So it really just kind of condenses everything, so you don't have as much blank space, you know, giving you a little bit more real estate for what you want to look at. All right, so the next item that I want to talk about is, I want to start off with going to the dashboard profile. So dashboard profiles is what determines what the dashboards look like if an employee has the profile assigned to them. So you can see I've got quite a few set up in this demo company. So I've got an employee profile here. So if I open this employee dashboard layout profile, you can see this is where it's determined kind of like the tabs across the top, what I have access to. But if I open this pencil up, this is actually what the employee's dashboard looks like. Right? So they have a start widget, they have a mailbox, a clock. So this is where it's configured. This is not new. But what is new is the ability to add this profile to a security profile. So let's look at that really quick. So if I go back under the hamburger menu and I go to company settings, I'm just going to go in the long way so you can see that route. So down here's security profiles. And here's my employee security profile. Okay, I'm going to open the pencil. It's going to open that profile. And now there's an option for dashboard layout. And from here, I'm able to actually pick from this list which profile I want the employees that have the security profile of employee. Okay, so save it. You'll want to likely reset everybody. Just kind of decide if you want to push this out to everybody all at once. That's what the reset button does. But the nice thing that happens when you do this is you only have one profile now to update on an employee's account. Okay. All right. So that is new. And the next thing I'm really excited about, and this is the last thing I had planned to cover with you today. So when using the recruitment module, you now have access to send offer letters through the system to your candidates. So I want to look at Michael's, and I'm just going to go to, let's see, I'm going to go to recruitment, and I'm going to go to candidates and job applications. So there's a lot of shortcuts to get to that. I'm just kind of going about it the long way right now. So I'm going to just do a search for Mike. Actually, he's right here. So here's Michael. And I just want to show you the end result of this before I show you what this is about. So if I go to communications here, this is all of the communications that I've had with Michael related to his position that he's applied to. So you can see this is a demo company, so there's a lot of playing around with Michael I've done, but you can see there's a job offer here. And if I scroll down, you can actually see this offer letter. You can actually download this offer letter. Okay. I'm going to show this to you in a little bit, but let's actually build one. And let me walk you through how we create those. Okay, so under the hamburger menu, you have, now if I do type in offer here, you have a couple options, and we're going to start with the templates. So the offer letter templates, and depending on how you want your offer letters to work, this is all custom, completely to you guys. So I've just created offer letters for positions and exempt or non-exempt. Okay, so if I open up this RN position, you'll see that I've already created the name, the description. If I scroll down, you'll see this is the details of the offer letter, and I have tags that I can pull in. Okay, there's lots of different tags that you can pull in, so it automatically populates information on the offer letter. Also based on the job requisition, salary, all of that sort of information. Okay, so if I preview this, you'll see this is what the offer letter may look like. Okay, in my demo company, this is what mine looks like. Okay, and you have the ability to have them active or inactive for any maybe jobs that are open or closed. All right, so that's the offer, creating a template that you could use. Now, if I go back up here, now what I want to do is look at my offer letters that I need to send to candidates, right? So you can see I've already got a bunch that I've sent out here. If I take a look here, this is Michael's. I can see that the offer is generated. I also created some charts down here to let me know, information, give me some insight into my offer letters. But if I open this, you see this is the offer letter, okay? And if I want to actually download it and have a copy or whatever, I can do that. But if I click on view offer, you can see what the offer letter actually looked like when it went to Michael, okay? But I actually do have one that I went ahead and let me close this. I went ahead and downloaded an email that came to me once I sent it. Okay, so this is an example of that. So this is an email that went to Misty. And this is saying to her, hey, review the offer letter, return it to Kathy, and here's that offer letter that Misty would have received. Okay, let me do this. There we go. So as you can see, it populates everything, and it would have went to the email address that we had on file for that person. Okay, and it's very easy to do as far as creating them. So if I do add new up here, you can do internal and external, and then you choose your applicant. So I will just choose, we'll choose Beth here, and whatever job she's applied to, whatever job requisitions she's applied to, you have the option to pick from those if she's applied to those jobs. Then you can set what her rate will be for that job. This can kind of control some of those tags from the template. Okay, so we'll just choose, let's see, we'll just choose that one so you can kind of see how it works here. I will just say she's going to make this amount per hour, and then I'm expecting her to start on the 28th. So now I'm going to pick that template. Now, of course, you would have your templates maybe built for every job potentially, but we'll just say okay to this, and notice how it populates everything here. Okay, so then we'll save it, and then you can submit this, and then once you it's kind of adding it to the employee record. Once I submit it, now I can actually send the email. And then you have the options on how you want that email to actually look. Bear with me. Yep. So now we want to actually email this to the employee. So if you're familiar with recruiting, you're actually able to have email templates also. So here's an offer letter email template. This is saying, hey, Misty, see the attached offer. Here's the attachment, and there's the send button. And of course, kind of to wrap things back up, where we started here is on the recruitment tab. You can see I've got a chart here right on my dashboard, and then I'm able to actually come in and take a look at that if I wanted to, view the offer, download the offer, resend if I need to, things like that. So, and again, it's available right on the applicant's account information. You can see that communication has gone out, and you can download that information from there also. Okay, Liz, did we get any questions?
Nope, I didn't see anything come through.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you guys. And if you have any questions, definitely reach out to your CSR and register for that webinar on the 14th. You'll enjoy it. I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day.